Thank you, Chris. So now I would like to give the floor to Alina from Romania, who has a creative recycling project. Hello, guys. I feel like coming closer to you. Okay. So, creative. Okay, I'm Alina from Romania. I don't know how much you know about Romania, but first of all, I want to tell you about this project. It's creative recycling, Reciclare, Creativa in Romania. It's basically about how do you manage your waste with creativity, and it's also about community and team. I will tell you a bit about our background because this project is a lot about community and team, as I said. My background, I worked and I also studied like urban policies, and I also worked in the cultural policies field. My friend Georgiana, she worked in the environmental policies field. She worked with youth, and Dan, he's an engineer basically. So you might wonder how come you tried to develop something in this field, in creative recycling. I had an inspiring, apart from my education and my work and everything else, I had the opportunity to have like a workshop with artists and designers from all over Europe. They were actually like doing creative recycling, and they asked me to come because, so I was like an alien for them. I was dealing with urban development and stuff, but they wanted me to be there. And at this workshop, they made me do stuff. So they just put the scissors in my hand, and I realized that I kind of forgot how to use my creativity, because I was taught like to work with documents, with strategies, and I see you like all with suits and very serious people. You look to me now, and sometimes we forget to play and to use our creativity. So for me, it was like life-changing. These 9 days, I'm talking about 9 days. So it was like life-changing. I also studied abroad, I volunteered abroad, this workshop was abroad, and then I returned back home to Romania, and I thought that, well, I should do something. So I started this project. I gathered the people, the right people, I would say. So we just started. I want to tell you also, and I want to show you also something. So this is the first thing I made with creative recycling. This is a bracelet. I made it in Hungary. It's like made from the map of the world, and it's kind of fun because now I'm here, and you probably are from different corners of this map. So it's kind of fun. I never thought that I would be here talking with people all around the world about creative recycling, something that started just 1 year ago. Okay, I want to tell you also something about the context. I don't know how much you know about Romania, but before 90s, we were in communism, and people didn't have like many opportunities, or they didn't have many options when choosing a product. So you have a ratio, like when you went to pick up the bottle of milk, or just a few types of clothes and this kind of stuff. So people were very used with reusing stuff and being creative. It was a lot of creativity actually in the society. And after the revolution, we were kind of influenced by the Western society, by the American society, and we started to be like a consumerist society. Because if you were using, you felt like you are going back in a certain way. So it's a lot of creativity to be brought again in front, I would say. How? Well, I felt this passion, but it's very important to have exchanges, like with people around Europe, around the world that are doing the same stuff, because we had to learn a lot about creative recycling. So we had the chance to go to trainings, like in Berlin or Budapest. They were financed through European funds, and the subject was actually creative recycling. So we went there, we exchanged experience, and it was basically like building stuff out of other stuff. It was very, very inspiring for us. And we started to do stuff in Romania. In Romania, you know, we have 1 day per year. It's a day, it's called Let's Do It Romania, and it's about going in the forest, in the nature, and picking up the garbage, because maybe you don't imagine, but but you can find garbage, like in forests and stuff, like plastic stuff. So, for sure, there is a problem with environmental awareness in the society and we thought that we should do some non-formal education with this creative recycling. So we started we just went to schools, street festivals, then companies started to ask for our workshops, like when they have an environmental day, in the company they ask us to come and to do some workshops with the employees, and while you are creating items, you also talk about environmental issues. And this is very important. That's why we focused on this. Then it's also because I have this cultural network, so to say. I know a lot of architects in Romania, stage designers and so on. And we thought we should do something with reinventing spaces for the community, because we have like youth centers or theater festivals, maybe also in your country, and they don't really have a big budget to do something about making the place friendly and, I don't know, and feeling something special when you enter there. So we just brought these artists, people from the community, and started to transform places under this idea of green stuff, okay? Then also, you can actually get money with this creative recycling. I was surprised because somebody called me, like before this Christmas, somebody from Tetra Pak. They called us and they said, can you create some products for us? We want to give them to the journalists, like have something special. And we designed some ornaments and they paid us for it. Then we also have some creative experiments. That's me over there. It was a campaign like showing your passion. And the stage designer made a dress out of garbage bags and the cassette bands and so on. So we tried to show that you can actually do really cool stuff with this creative recycling. Then also because we were recognized, now only in 1 year people started to recognize our work. We were invited to be in the jury for some contests like this one, designing urban furniture out of recycled materials. And these are the two projects that gain, and the contest is called Pop-Up Bucharest. So these items are now like popping up in places, in public spaces in Bucharest to bring awareness to the people about environmental issues. Briefly, I will tell you about our future plan. We have a land in Bucharest and we want to develop there a building which is totally like made with creative recycling. We have an architect that designed it, and also to have there sustainable water, systems, sustainable energy, and so on, to be something that people can actually see, because I don't know, I'm a very visual person, and many are, and we really need real examples. Okay, I really want to thank you, and my message for you is like, I really think that we can be superheroes without supernatural powers, so let's just try to do it. Thank you.